Welcome. This is a video course in physics. This is for the 12th standard. This lesson is on electric charges and fields. This video is brought to you by secondpuctuition.com. This video is presented by Aditya Krishna. You can reach me at agk@2puctuition.com. All of us have the experience of seeing a spark or hearing a crackle when we take off our synthetic clothes or sweater, particularly in dry weather. This is almost inevitable with ladies' garments like a polyester sari. Have you ever tried to find any explanation for this phenomenon? Another common example of electric discharge is the lightning that we see in the sky during thunderstorms. We also experience a sensation of an electric shock either while opening the door of a car or holding the iron bar of a bus after sliding from our seat. The reason for these experiences is the discharge of electric charges through our body, which were accumulated due to the rubbing of insulating surfaces. You might have also heard that this is due to the generation of static electricity. This is precisely the topic we are going to discuss in this and the next chapter. Static means anything that does not move or change with time. Electrostatics deals with the study of forces, fields, and potentials arising from the static charges. The name electricity is coined from the Greek word electron, meaning amber. Many such pairs of materials were known from which on rubbing could attract light objects like straw, pith balls, and bits of paper. You can perform the following activity at home to experience such an effect. Cut out long thin strips of white paper and lightly iron them. Take them near a TV screen or a computer monitor. You will see that the strip gets attracted to the screen. In fact, they may remain stuck to the screen for a while. It was observed that if two glass rods rubbed with wool or silk cloth are brought close to each other, they repel each other. The two strands of wool or the two pieces of silk cloth with which the rods were rubbed also repel each other. However, the glass rod and the wool attract each other. Similarly, two plastic rods rubbed with cat's fur repel each other but attract the fur. On the other hand, the plastic rod attracts the glass rod and repels the silk or wool with which the glass rod is rubbed. The glass rod repels the fur. Well, this might seem complicated. Try to run through the entire process once again and it will become simpler once you understand the concept. These seemingly simple facts were established from years of efforts and careful experiments and their analysis. It was concluded after many careful studies by different scientists that there were only two kinds of an entity which is called an electric charge. We say that bodies like glass or plastic rods, silk, fur, and pith balls are electrified. They acquire an electric charge on rubbing. The experiment on pith balls suggested that there are two kinds of electrification, and we find that like charges repel and unlike charges attract each other. The experiments also demonstrated that the charges are transferred from the rods to the pith balls on contact. It is said that the pith balls are electrified or are charged by contact. The property which differentiates the two kinds of charges is called the polarity of charge. When a glass rod is rubbed with silk, the rod acquires one kind of charge and the silk acquires another kind of charge. This is true for any pair of objects that are rubbed to be electrified. Now, if the electrified glass rod is brought in contact with silk with which it was rubbed, they no longer attract each other. They also do not attract or repel other light objects as they did on being electrified. Thus, the charges acquired after rubbing are lost when the charged bodies are brought in contact. What can we conclude from these observations? It just tells us that unlike charges acquired by the objects neutralize or nullify each other's effect. Therefore, the charges were named as positive and negative by the American scientist Benjamin Franklin. We know that when we add a positive number to a negative number of the same magnitude, the sum is zero. This might have been the philosophy in naming the charges as positive and negative. By convention, the charge on the glass rod or cat's fur is called positive and that on the plastic rod or silk is termed as negative. If an object possesses an electric charge, it is said to be electrified or charged. When it has no charge, it is said to be neutral. Thanks for watching this video. The lesson will be continued in the next video.